Now the first thing I want you to notice is on the left-hand side of that picture, there's a gray L that says saw fence, and that's this gray L right here. So in the picture, it's simple to see that the tall side of the jig is sitting against the saw fence. The next thing is the molding sitting on top of the jig. You'll notice that it sits on top of the jig with the face up and the detailed side of the molding uphill. That's how easy this setup is. Those are your 3 steps. Once you set it up like the picture cuts, remember you're going to get the correct cut if you follow the pictures. So you don't have all the waste and the thinking upside down and backwards that you used to have. Now, once you get it set up correctly, find your mark and make the cut. So there's my inside right. Now, we all know that the next thing you're going to have to do is make the inside left or the opposite cut, right? Now in the past, and you guys all know, everybody here has to move their saw from the left to the right, move to the other side of the saw to make the opposite cut. Well, here's what most people don't think of, because we had no option in the past. 100% of the air in every corner happens between here and there. It all happens in the movement to the other side. So when I figured that out, I kind of got an epiphany. I said, well, if all the air happens when I move to the other side, then I can eliminate 100% of the air by not moving the saw to the other side. Then it hit me, well, how am I going to get the opposite? And as soon as opposite came out of my mouth, I went, the opposite. You spin the jig 180 degrees, and now the molding is face down, bottom down. So I take the 2 things that physically can't change and manipulate those and not move the one thing that has all the air in it. Since I learned that day, every corner I've made since has been absolutely perfect. Remember, if there is no air, there is no air. So it's a perfectly opposing cut. What does that mean? That means you don't have any more time in coping, back cutting, or patch putting and caulking. And when you have a perfect miter, you have a gluable joint. When you back cut or cope, you don't have a gluable joint. So with expansion and contraction, as your house moves, it separates the crack and cracks the paint.